Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? And real quick, we got to get straight into it. Hello, Gapehart. You are very wrong about everything you just said. Well, presumably you got some beer, I assume. I don't know. Well, and you got your pulls in before we close. That is true. A rare occurrence these days, but it is not a light week for you. You had a pretty good stack. Pretty good stack. All right. And then there was only two Scotty covers that I recall. Big cover week. It was also
just a big week in general.
You had a good week.
On our shelf, after we did the pulls, we had 135 books.
You like good stacks.
Covers.
Yeah. For us, it was a very moderate week. Honestly, there's one book that is like probably a third just out of cover buys. But yeah, very moderate stick. This is a stick. Anyway, very moderate stack for us this week. You know, definitely not a chump stack, but nothing crazy, nothing too wild. Read most of our books this week.
The only thing I didn't read was Avengers Inc. How about you?
I didn't. So I'm behind on. We'll get to it when we get to it, because I'll probably leave something out. Like normal good, or like you almost busted out another folder. I would say fairly normal for Gapehart.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'd say normal.
But not a light week. Not a light week for you. Not at all. Overall, pretty decent week. I don't feel like anything really jumped out to me, but there's several titles I'm behind on, so there's that. But I guess we can go ahead and get into it. As you can see, we've not put up the Hot Toys yet, so but it was intentional. Their display make the stream look better. Yeah, that's what I wanted this whole time. I got some tea. All right, let's get into it. Starting with Avengers Inc. number 2. Yeah, Gapehart saying he really liked Avengers Inc. number 1. I didn't enjoy this one as much as the first one. The first issue, I really, really liked. I thought that was a banger of a first issue. This issue, I think, is still good, but nowhere near as good as the first one. Awesome cover. Really, really awesome. This is the C cover. Whoops. But yeah, really great cover. And like I said, a good issue. I feel like they kind of go off on a little side story in this one, but it might connect. I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't really know what's going on in the larger story, so it's hard to say. I don't feel like it does. It feels like something random happened. What?
Sorry, I got invested in something different.
Anyway, it has, still a detective story and all that, so it is fun. If you like the detective genre, you're still going to
our friend Detective Dawn.
Yeah, if you like Detective Dawn, you're gonna love this.
We're coming out with a new book. It's called Detective Dawn.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got Ghost Rider. This is our only new Champions variant we've picked up so far.
It was just better than the cover A. I like the idea of the flaming rollerblades for her, but I also do really like how the Ghost Rider is drawn.
I like the flames in general.
Yeah.
Like just the way that the flames are like so like liquid.
It's like because they're going so fast.
Yeah.
I love it when fire.
But
it's also very colorful. Like
I'm a big fan of making non-traditional Ghost Rider things.
Yeah.
So like the mammoth. I
like the Ghost Panther. He's pretty tight. Who rides the giant flaming panther?
Every week, yeah, the panther's sick. Every week when we do the pools for everybody at the shop, it's boring. Like it's just sitting there reading off a list and saying a bunch of names. So like one thing I do to kind of make it a little bit more fun is I say the names funny. So like I'll be telling Chris, we're working on whoever Gapehart's list, and I'm going down the names, and I'll start saying them goofy. And I don't know if it was me saying
I think
something.
I said Goat Rider this time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you misheard me or if I was kind of saying it funny. I don't know exactly how it happened.
In the end, we came to Goat Rider.
Yeah, Goat Rider, which is like this hillbilly guy with a big straw hat, only wearing overalls, and he has
no
a flaming
shoes
goat.
either. Maybe one boot. One boot, no shoelace.
If he's only wearing overalls, does that mean like you get to like see his full like skeleton?
I feel like most of it's engulfed in flames.
It's just fire then.
With
But
some,
still
with
skeleton?
Some, with some skeleton visible every once in a while.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
Goat
yeah.
Rider.
Goat Rider rides a big goat. I feel like the goat's on fire.
I don't know. I was envisioning the goat very like a normal sized goat.
Oh.
I didn't imagine it getting any bigger. Yeah.
I was like the way I was envisioning it was like a pretty badass, like actual giant goat. that
Mine
he
was
rode.
pretty silly.
Very different directions.
Oh, the goat. The goat. That's the Ghost Rider horse. That's a cool one.
Yeah, that one's a classic.
And then
too.
obviously we're big fans of Robbie Reyes
Robbie
and the
Reyes,
Charger.
the Chargers.
Which that one's not goofy or anything. And I'll fight anybody. Charger's cooler than a motorcycle any day. Any day. And which one's gonna win the fight? Charger.
I love it whenever in a regular Ghost Rider comic, he's like, I have to take control of this other vehicle real quick, and that becomes his new hell vehicle.
Another fun one we came up with, like almost at the same time, was the Mooner Knight.
Mooner Knight.
He's a full suit of knight armor, but his
No
ass
butt.
is hanging out. Yeah.
Well, he does have a butt, but
Yeah, no, that's all you see of
Yeah.
his skin anyway.
normally you hear the clanking of armor, but now you hear the clap of his ass cheek.
Yeah, it's a little mixture of both, you know.
What a way to talk about comics.
Yeah, let's get caught up.
While we're derailed still a little bit, I want to say the first appearance of first off, a lot of characters. Darth Maul, Mace Windu, Sabe,
there's those
Plo
Phantom Menace
Koon,
books and stuff.
Masaminde. That's cheap as hell.
Yeah. Oh, are you looking at the? Which one are you looking at?
This one.
Yeah, this one
Is there two first appearances?
because it's yes. This is they came out with like trade paperback, just full stories before they did comics. So this is the first appearance, but people want the first comic appearance.
Okay. So if I scroll down slightly more in this, I'll find the comic.
Presumably. Anyway, let's see. I like the cover A better in Ghost Rider. I didn't like it as I didn't like that as much. I love the colors, just not the art.
I hate the art in the cover A. It's so bad.
Chris is a big hater of Barons.
Yeah, I hate him so much.
I don't mind him. I don't particularly care for him, but I don't mind him. Let's see. I'm down for Goat Rider. Can it just be Ghost Rider riding Thor screaming goat? No, this is just a normal goat. It turns into a Surtur goat? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway. The only thing I don't particularly care about this is the mask. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be like a helmet.
I get it, but it looks like I don't know,
like one of those like roller derby helmets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but it also is like
And
looks like a different like cartoon or like a well,
I even enjoy the fire pigtails. I'm here for the fire pigtails.
I can't think of.
Is that she's got barbed wire too instead of a chain? I'm down for that.
My only problem with that is it looks more like lightning barbed wire. Anyway, interesting idea. Cheesy to me. That mask is what's exactly like for me too. The mask just looks like one of those cartoons that were more around your time period.
A lot of cartoons came out in my time
Just
period.
after me, there was a different like style change. Like I don't know, like Steven Universe and other really more like I don't know. I can't think of other ones because I didn't watch any of them.
I didn't watch Steven Universe.
Well, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know.
I think that technically came like after me. Like, what do you?
Well, then even after you, there were some other ones
from me.
I don't know. I can't think of what that reminds me of, but it definitely, for me, like it doesn't really fit with the rest of it. Stylistically.
Radiant Black looks like Wish.com Iron Man.
Anyway, let's keep moving on. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the book.
No,
let's talk about the cover and goats.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ghost Rider number 19 here. I'm digging it. So we're getting into more of Talia's background, and interesting stuff is going on. I like Talia. She's a really cool character, and one that I've been wanting them to like get into more, because it has seemed like she's been. We're gonna get more Doctor Strange in this issue too.
I like Doctor Strange in this.
I love when people know how to write Doctor Strange good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he can be like just too cheesy or too like
Zounds.
Yeah, kooky mystic.
I love him when he's like Zounds to an extent. Like,
but this Doctor Strange is badass. And like
I feel like he's a little tired.
Well, yeah, sure, he is tired, but he's like he's so experienced. He knows what he's doing. And he's just I love his introduction in this comic, you know. Super great. He's not someone to mess with, you know what I mean? In the mystic
Strange or Doctor Strange? Have you read Death of Doctor Strange?
Wait, what?
Gamer said he's 3 issues into Strange run. But that could mean 3 things.
I'm liking it. It's a little slow for me. The current Doctor Strange, with Jed McKay,
or the
I guess he's
previous Strange, or the previous.
He said Doctor.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see the Doctor. The art was covering it up.
Current run.
Okay.
I will say, his previous run, Strange, that focused on Clea. Overall, I liked that run a lot more. But I think the beginning of this run's kind of supposed to be slow, like everything's okay, you know, Doctor Strange is back and blah blah, blah whatever. But wait until you get into the General Strange arc.
Yeah.
And it's the past 3 issues have been incredible, really good.
It just ramps it up a little bit. You need to wait a second.
Well, because that's the thing also that's been like why I really like Strange, because Clea, again, super powerful, but spiteful and vengeful and way willing to do a murder, you know? Like, where Doctor Strange obviously is more reserved most of the time. He can be pushed. And when you get into the General Strange run, or arc or whatever, it's such a fascinating character. Really like him. So keep going with it. And I still like I said, the beginning of it's good, but it's like, I think reading everything all together, you know, from Death of Doctor Strange until this point, I feel like this is the slow arc, the prison arc of The Walking Dead, where it's like, everything's fine, we got this shelter now, until everything's not fine. I just got to the issue that everyone got mad about because the kid might have died. I didn't see the issue. I think the kid was saved. I don't remember what issue.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We're so past that.
Yeah. Anyway, Moon Knight 28. That's what we were doing next.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Knight 28. This is a pretty good issue.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Building into the end of this run. Only got 2 more issues left.
I love that line he says to 8-Ball at the beginning.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember exactly which one you're talking about. Past this?
Yeah. It's like literally the next page.
This?
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah. That was a good one. A lot of I really like this issue. I like everything's coming to a big conclusion. Definitely feels like it. A little bit of cliffhanger. It's one of those. It's like you get to the end of it. It's like, dang it, I want the next one. But good issue nonetheless. And also very sick Inyuk Lee variant for this one. I like that one a lot. A little girl that what?
Her astral projection was lost.
Oh yeah. Nah. Just keep reading. That's right. And then we got Sensational She-Hulk #1. Who's writing this?
I don't know who was writing the last.
Yeah, I don't remember who was doing the last one. I want to say it's a different person though.
Just a second.
However, I opened up the very first page. Keep in mind, I am behind on the last She-Hulk run.
Let's see here. Writer was
Hey, what's up, Dylan?
Rainbow Rowell.
The whole run has been good. One of Marvel's most consistent titles. Which one? What are we talking about? Moon Knight? Or She-Hulk? Or Ghost Rider? Or Doctor Strange? I don't know. We've been talking about a lot of things. Who said it?
Rainbow Rowell. Who wrote it?
Oh, okay. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, this is Jessica Gao.
He said Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah, Moon Knight's... is it Jim McKay's best?
It's pretty darn good.
See, I really, really like Strange, the Clea-focused one, but it's pretty short.
Yeah.
Where Moon Knight is just like, I mean, we're, about to be 30 issues, and it's pretty much all been absolutely incredible. And I'm a big fan of his Taskmaster miniseries. Despite being 5 issues, that goes hard. Anyway, Moon Knight's killer. She-Hulk, Sensational She-Hulk, that is. Because that's why I was like, oh, it's a new writer, and I was pretty sure that's what I remembered seeing before. So I was like, I guess, new things going on. Very much seems, I opened up the first page, and to me it seemed like it followed the same storyline, which I'm behind on. So immediately I was like, well, not going to read that. Chris did read it, though.
Yes, I read the entire last She-Hulk run.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoyed it. This is a great follow-up.
We got a lot of covers. So that is the cover A Bartel variant, or just, it's not a variant, I guess, just the A cover, And then we got the Granov variant, which is super sweet.
Oh yeah, that's how it ended. I was trying to remember how it ended.
That's an homage to some other She-Hulk #1. I can't remember what series that is. Then we got the Gonzalez variant. Also very good. A lot of great covers.
I don't know if you have the new She-Hulk in your stack.
Give me a second. I'll check my phone. Probably.
Yeah.
And then we also
I love this rainbow one. I love the tiny little Hellcat up there.
Then we also got the Lyrics variant, which is also super sweet. It's funny. This is probably one of my least favorite Lyricses that have come out in a minute. Not to say that I don't like it, but at the shop, everyone voted that they really liked this one, despite everyone passing on some other Lyricses I thought have been way better than this, and nobody cared about those. It's just very weird how.
I can't remember what other ones.
I don't remember exactly, but I remember fighting for some Lyrics ones, and I was like, I guess y'all just don't like Lyrics. And then that one comes out, which I think is okay, and y'all are like, yeah, that's the one. I'm like, all right. They liked it over the Granov. I thought the Granov. Actually, there's another Granov coming up that I liked even better than both those. Anyway, I'll check the She-Hulk thing for you real quick. Anything else you wanted to say about this particular issue, Chris?
No.
No. All right.
It's not a spoiler.
Sensational She-Hulk.
Not a spoiler.
Yes, it's on your list, Gabart. So your whole stack was She-Hulk variants. Got it. Yeah, I mean that was 1, 2, 3, 4 books.
Face the subjective. Stop whining, Marco.
No, it's just weird to me. I'm not saying I'm just saying it threw me off guard, and because and I get that more with for example, Chris hates Barons and Bermejo.
I hate Bermejo.
Anytime there's an okay Bermejo cover this week with a kid, which is funny because there was quite a few kid covers. People just can't draw kids. Like, they really struggle with it. There's one, oh man, Kenobi, the cover's really bad. The interior's worse. The kid has such a tiny little scrunched up face and, like, all this extra space
And what's that,
around.
What's that one actor that plays the Jedi in that?
I don't know. The guy, Kingo from Marvel, I don't know. From Eternals. I don't remember the actor's name, though. Anyway.
He just looks so bad. He doesn't look like that.
Some atrocious kid drawings this week, but Chris was like, "Oh, this kid's even worse," or whatever he said. I don't remember. And then pointed this Bermejo, which I do think Bermejo goes like for a particular style, and it's not a style that we enjoy. But I think he is a really talented artist. Particularly, like, whenever I've seen him do some, like, fuzzy things, like he did a Joker in a Santa costume, and the cloth looked so ridiculously, like, real, and, like, you could feel the texture of it just by looking at it, you know? Now, he often draws things to be ugly.
Ugly and muddy.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
And I think the worst part of it is he inspires other people to copy him that are much, much worse than him. Infinitely worse than him. But that's I'm going off on a bit of a tangent. Anyway, so Bjorn Barons, yeah, that who does the main Ghost Rider
the 3D guy.
Covers. He did the Death of the Venomverse covers.
You see, with Bjorn, at the very least, I don't mind it when he does like a big monster or something, because I think he can do a big monster good. But when he just has a person's face on there, he can't do people faces. And he makes two things so wet.
I will say he struggles
so wet.
with faces quite a bit. But anyway, so like I'm familiar with like preferences, and I guess what would that be? Not like the opposite of a preference, where you're just inclined to hate something. And like also, for example, like Chris will see a Bartel cover and lose his mind, and I'm like, it's okay.
It's just a brain thing. Mental illness.
So like, but Lyrics is kind of like not one that people really talk about, you know, despite being a pretty good artist.
Like, think of other covers they've done. I have to look.
Yeah, here. This will show you like more recent stuff. It'll probably show you some newer stuff as well. What in the world? Review, search. And then I just have to hope I spell the name right. Anyway, my point being is, when I fought for these other Lyrics covers that I thought were really good, and then nobody cared about them, I was like, I guess they're just not Lyrics fans. And then they really surprised me. Let's see.
I'm just Googling Lyrics Marvel cover.
Well, it wasn't necessarily Marvel. They do DC covers and they do other things.
That's pretty cool. Captain Marvel, Dark Tempest.
Yeah, they did a good one there.
The Gwen one's good, but I'm more meh about it.
I don't remember the Gwen one. Let me see it.
This one, I think it's good. It's very.
I don't.
I remember seeing it.
Huh?
I remember seeing it.
You remember seeing it, even though it says exclusive underneath of it.
I might have seen it online or something. I remember seeing this one, but that might
he
have
does
been
like
online
indie
as well.
covers and stuff too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think get caught up on chat. Everyone's been good. Hit or miss on Momoko, and you said bad kids, and I thought of that Wanda and Vision book with the kids in the bath. Nothing is that bad.
What?
Okay, when we were talking about kids being drawn badly, it was weird the way that, I don't know. I didn't understand what you said, and I had to like really piece that together. Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about exactly. I feel like I have seen it, but I don't remember exactly what it looks like. This book is, the Kenobi book is really, the interior, the cover's horrendous, the interior is somehow worse. Vermejo's better than Bjorn. Both can do great covers, but I almost always pass on both of them. Bjorn is too digital, and Vermejo is gnarly and dark. Yeah, that's what, like, Vermejo's solid. He's really, really good. It's just not my style. Other than that Silver Surfer cover he did, which is, like, just absolutely gorgeous. I will say it's nice to see She-Hulk doing something. It's nice when it's not just a pin-up. Not a Lyrics fan, but I do like that about the cover. Yeah, I'm behind on it, but I was enjoying the last She-Hulk run. The last She-Hulk run I thought was pretty dang good. And then I just got behind on it, and then I got more and more behind on it. You know how it goes. Not looking at all at the more recent covers.
Lyrics has done a bunch of Gargoyles covers.
Yeah, Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, Deja Thoris, Betty
Heatseeker.
Page, yeah, Heatseeker.
Yeah, I've seen their work. I like their work. Oh, why don't we have this cover?
Of what? I don't know. Probably wasn't ordered, and I just didn't care to order it.
Oh, it's so delightful, though.
It is fun. Let's see. What's up, 25 Paris?
Oh, it's a 1 in 25.
Oh, well, okay, that explains it. Anyway, keep moving on now. We've been very slow today. We don't even have that many books, but we've been rambling. Up next, we have Incredible Hulk number 5. I think it's the B cover. This was pretty fun. Might not be too fun if you're claustrophobic, but it's pretty fun. I like this one. I haven't started this series yet. I definitely want to. Man-Thing was in the last issue. I want to check it out. I've heard good things about it, but I haven't got around there yet.
If you did want to get it, it's like 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Up next, this is the cover by... Oh, yeah, no, this is another New Champions. I forgot this is a New
Yeah,
Champions
we had a
cover.
New Champions one.
Yeah, so another New Champions. We got
Bartel.
the Scarlet Witch Bartel.
Doing what she does best, color in purple.
Yeah. It's like the only color she has. Like, she, like, lost part of her paint palette, and she was like... Meh.
Purple's great.
No, it's not gray. It's purple, Chris. God, stupid.
I could hit you harder right now.
Kind of makes me think of, like, a fusion between, like, Raven and Scarlet Witch almost, or something.
I can see that, and I like it.
Also, I don't know if anybody else has answers with these New Champions.
Who are they?
They're doing all these covers with, like, there's a blonde Hulk and there's a whatever else I can't remember.
Ghost Rider with roller skates.
Yeah, Ghost Rider roller skates, Raven, Scarlet Witch, other ones. There's a Moon Knight one this week.
Kid Iron Man too.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Are these real characters?
Are they
they
made up?
upcoming characters? Because they kind of did that with, like, the Gods book. Was, like, one of the more current cover runs, or whatever you call it, where they were introducing the characters in the covers before Gods even came out, which I think is weird. I think those covers should come out when Gods comes out. And if this is going to be a new book with new characters, should come out when the book comes out. That being said, it might not even be real characters.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know
have
anything
names
about it.
attached to them.
I haven't seen anything about New Champions, like, popping up in a preview book. Now, granted, maybe I overlooked it.
I like
don't
a lot
know.
of these characters' designs. I wouldn't mind seeing them in a book.
I don't like the blonde Hulk.
I don't like
Don't
blonde
like blonde
Hulk.
Hulk. Not a good look.
He reminds me of number 4 from
Maybe
Codename
maybe
Kid
a
Next Door.
redhead would have worked. Maybe. Maybe not. Purple.
He reminds me of the Hulk from crap. What was that really kid show? It was like Superhero Go or something.
Let's see.
I'm gonna.
So I need some help. I want to sell
kill
my
myself, but I
timeless
don't remember what
headshots.
it's called.
Oh, wait. But I need to replace the ones I don't have duplicates of to have an issue to fill its place. Any cover. I agree with you. The character covers should happen when the books come out. The Gods covers just confused me, and I got them all. Confusion must buy!
Superhero Squad.
Yeah.
He reminds me of that Hulk design-wise.
If it's the one I'm thinking about, I disagree. But I might be thinking about something different.
I'm thinking about this cartoon.
I'm not thinking about that thing. I'm thinking about something else. I'm thinking about, like, a generic, or like a parody Hulk. I think he was purple.
The Bulk?
Maybe. Was he purple?
I think his name was. I think it was purple. From
What was that from? It was like in a show. It was a show within a show.
Dexter's Lab.
Is that what it was? It's just like a repressed memory, you know what I mean? Like
Dexter's
popping out of my head, like.
Lab. The bulk. My bad. He's the infraggable Crunk.
Crunk. That's it. That's it. I remember that. This feels important kind of thing, and that may be.
But I also disagree
Marvel
with you
gimmick.
that he looks like that, because the infraggable Crunk is just Hulk but purple.
He is just the Hulk with purple. That's what I was thinking about. Oh God, how do you turn your brightness down?
Turn it up.
Where's your
Top,
brightness?
the very
Oh,
top. It's the bar. There you go.
Mine's at the bottom. There you go. He's purple. Anywho, first foils, and now this. How dare they? Well, the foils have been coming in strong. The foil game right now is pretty hot. They are definitely back into foils. I wish they would fix their foil formula a little bit, because a lot of these, and we got one coming up, are just hard to see. And they're not all hard to see, so it's like, fix what you're doing. I don't know what you need to do differently, but work on it. Anyway, moving on. We got Invincible Iron Man number 11, and this is the Granov I was talking about. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really like this.
Well, I
one.
really like this cover. I can't shake this feeling of, seen it before. I like, because the other one was also really good. The one it's, homaging, and it just kind of feels, I've seen it before.
It's been a minute since we've had some Granovs, and we got 2 in a week.
And they're homages.
My boy Granov doesn't get enough respect.
I like
been
them.
getting every
They're
Marvel
good. They're
foil.
drawn
They've
very
been
well,
dope.
very technically well as well. Like,
See,
it looks
and look,
really good.
Dylan likes it better than the original, and so do I.
I don't remember what the original looks like. I just remember.
I don't remember exactly which one to search to find that one. Same with that She-Hulk. It's like, I know that's a She-Hulk number 1, but which one? I don't know. I guess you could probably go in Key Collector.
2010. Try that.
Me or you?
Me.
Let me do this because I know you do the pulls. I want all the foils of stuff on my list. How do I add that to my list without a headache? It's just gonna be a headache. Because there's no rhyme or reason per se of what foils they're going to do. Sorry then, yeah. So we're just gonna have to remember. Like, for example, wasn't there a She-Hulk foil?
It's this one right here. Bada bing. I looked up Iron Man Extremis.
Yeah. Here's the original cover. Good cover, but I think Granov did it better. I just really like the way he did the metals and stuff. Metal. It comes from hell.
Who did this cover? He just redid it.
That's also Granov?
Yeah.
What?
He just redid it. You know what? I give it props then, actually, because I think if it's just basically a repaint, because that's, I knew it looked too, yeah, it's just a repaint, and you know what? Kind of there for it.
Anyway,
Go back to your old work from when did this come out?
I'll just add them weekly if you all don't mind. My list. Wait, what? My list of add. What is his word? Inside behind a heart. Night every week. Okay.
Yeah, Mark, I think he did this entire run because that just looks like him.
Maybe. Anyway.
He's got a darker palette.
Any hoot. What was it saying?
I don't remember. On to the next book. Iron Man, did you read it? I didn't.
No, I'm very behind on Iron Man. What's up, Kenneth?
Hi, Kenneth.
Anyway, moving
What
on.
a slacker for not reading Iron Man. It got a little boring.
Yeah.
Started getting mixed in with X-Men.
I really...
Um,
That's true. I really wish they would, like, do something very different with Iron Man. I feel like...
And for a second, at the beginning, I feel like they were. He was
don't-
poor, he didn't have anything.
It's not different.
Like the I Am Iron Man series, that was very different.
I Am Iron Man was a really cool Iron Man series. That series I
wasn't
love.
connected to any of each other, but this is Slacker doing the same thing, literally line for line.
But it looks great. And he did it better.
Yeah, honestly, if you just go back and redo an old cover that you did with your newer knowledge, okay. Sure.
Or if you were Liefeld drawing it, you would probably draw it worse, because you've gotten worse as the years have gone by.
Somehow.
And it looked great in 2004. Yeah, it was a great cover, but he did it better. I don't know what you're on about. Anyway, on to Star Wars. We got Star Wars number 39.
What's his name again?
Granov. This is, I forget if it's Rada or Rhoda the Hutt. He's at the very, very beginning of Clone Wars, and I also don't care about him. But...
Not just the beginning, he's in the,
With the movie.
Yeah, he did that She-Hulk cover too. I think he's just doing his old work.
Yeah, I was thinking that was him as well. But... Anyway... It's like I record a new song, it's just the same thing. Well, plenty of musicians do, like, remasters, and some actually go in and, like,
listen to Pucifer?
re-record their songs and
Half
stuff.
of their songs are, not remasters, but... What am I thinking of? Shit. What's the other re...
And then re-release it, and then they re-release it for an anniversary edition, and then they re-release it for something else. A lot of times they don't even change anything about it.
Or do an acoustic version.
Yeah, and sometimes the acoustic version is very different.
Alice in Chains, I'm looking at you.
You're not getting it, I'll drop it. I feel like your example was really bad.
Yeah.
I feel like the example you used is way more egregious than anything that comic artists ever do.
And I feel like the examples we're giving of here's an old thing that this person made forever ago. They take it and they
Like,
make it
for example,
better.
one thing I always wanted was Slayer to re-record, which one is it? There's an album of theirs when they were early on, probably didn't have any money.
Game remasters exist.
Yeah.
Game remasters sell so well.
And people are really happy about them when they're done right.
Yeah. People aren't happy. They're remastering The Last of Us 2. A modern game.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah. The Last of Us 1, sure. It was like an early PS, was it PS3 or PS4? I said
South of
PS4.
Heaven. I think South of Heaven is an amazing album, recorded atrociously. It's not the worst ever.
It's part of the charm.
But it's just, well, it just sounds like it had like very low funding, and also was from it was metal from '88. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't quite have the metal heavy crunch and everything quite down yet. That's something that's changed. That's the same. What do you mean? He says game remasters have something that's changed. A lot of them are just graphical updates.
Yeah.
And maybe some, like...
minor bug fixes.
Well, bug fixes and quality of life fixes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's up, Trev?
I wouldn't say they're new games.
That to me is more than homage and more of a lazy copy. But again, to go back to the Slayer thing, like, I wish they just re-recorded that album at some point. Now, granted, I don't think it was the most popular album that they had or whatever. I think it's
My
incredible.
left ear is ringing.
D&D, yeah,
means
D&D,
it's time to
hopefully
stop.
this Friday if everything goes according to plan. We got pushed back 1 week. Someone say D&D? Yeah, I'm playing D&D. The videos are up over on Paul and the 619's channel. We technically only had one. There was like a practice session, and then we had a real, session number 1. And then hopefully session number 2 is going to be this Friday, and then come out next week on his channel. Anyway, Rada the HUD. I already showed him off. And then also with that one, we got the Pit Droid action figure.
I love the Pit Droid action
variant.
figure. If you looked at Marco's Instagram, you saw a picture of a Pit Droid holding a baby Pit Droid.
You want to watch? I thought I sent it. Well, I didn't necessarily send it, but let me see. I will really quick haul on the 619. I want to share, copy link, and go to my own stream. How do I do that? Alright, my own stream, I don't care, got it, sure. Post a link. There you go. There's Paul's channel. Anywho, that's it for Star Wars, only a couple variants this week. Wish you could start a campaign, just don't have time. Yeah, we're doing a bi-weekly campaign. Not too time, it's pretty short sessions too, it's only like a couple hours. So, that's just hard about getting people together. I'd be down to go longer, but not everybody is. So it's just like, what are you gonna do? Anyway, so up next we have Titans number 4. Did you read Titans?
I did. I like Titans.
I'm behind on Titans.
Titans is good. Read Titans.
Yeah, I need to read last issue.
A lot of mystery, a lot of intrigue. More Jen Bartel covers.
Yep, Jen Bartel.
Third one this week. Big Jen Bartel.
She's giant. All right, up next, another series I'm behind on. Both I haven't read the last issue. So we got Hot Girl number 4 as well. This one I really meant to, Derek Chu cover here, really meant to read the last one, and just forgot. Forgot that I was behind on it, and then this came out. Also, we usually, because the way books come in, you get from, what's going on, Mike?
DC like a day before.
Missed the sale Saturday. Unfortunate. It was pretty crazy.
Like a week before, I should say.
Yeah, so different publishers will deliver, different times. Like Diamond, you get Tuesday morning, which is not a lot of time. Lunar, however, you get that usually like on Tuesday or Wednesday. And it hasn't been on Tuesday too much lately. It's been more consistently Wednesday. Sometimes as late as Thursday, sometimes later. But that's about when. It's like Tuesday to Friday at the latest, usually. But mostly I'd say Wednesday is probably about when it comes. So about a week early. And we usually go ahead and grab our DC books. But I think with it just being crazy and getting ready for the sale and stuff, we just got distracted and forgot. So if I had brought my DC books home early, I would have went ahead and read Hot Girl to get caught up. But yeah, forgot to. But anyway, I've been collecting. I like when a run sticks to like an artist for a variant run. You know what I mean? And it happens to be one I like. So I like Derek Chu, so I'm getting all the Derek Chu covers for this run, and it feels cool. I don't know if everybody else. They don't always do that. So it's. I feel like DC might do that more than Marvel. Like Grimm did it with. Who was I was getting that? Was it Frizen? Yeah, Grimm was doing Frizen. They only did it for the first 5 though. I don't know. I just think it's neat. And like I said, I read the first 2 and enjoyed the story quite a bit. And then just behind. Dope cover, missed the sale Saturday. So I did the math on what I picked up at in my short box. I got 163 comics for around 15 cents each, and I got a first Ulysses Bloodstone, and a bunch of Web of Spider-Man to fill my run in a little. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, we had a big sale Saturday. Unfortunately, I think it kind of got spoiled a little bit because it was like teasing, like sprinkling every now and then, and because I feel like if the sale was busy until it did its first sprinkle, because the whole day it looked, even though the weather said it wasn't supposed to rain, it looked the whole day like it's like, it could rain any second now. And then it, started sprinkling, and that's when it seemed like people started leaving. Even though we also had sales inside, we also had a bunch of stuff outside as well. And I feel like that might have scared some people from even like trying to come out, possibly. Although we did get a little revival a little bit later on. A bunch of people came out. But I don't know. I feel like it did hamper it a little bit. It was so overcast. I felt so bad for you guys. It was fine. It was a lot colder than I was expecting it to be. Because when I first walked outside, I was like, it's not too bad. And like usually as the day progresses, it gets warmer, or at least stays the same. And I was like, I can deal with this. So I just wore shorts and my flip-flops, and it got pretty cold staying outside all day. But I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. It was just what it was. It was what it was. Anyway, moving on to the indie books. Just got a couple more here to wrap it up. We have Red Sonja number 4. So we got the Frizen. Speaking of Frizen foil. Trying my best here, y'all. There's too many things to reflect off of.
I read this too. It's pretty good.
Come on. Oh, maybe. There we go. That's as good as you're gonna get. There you go. Frizen foil.
Whoa.
Alright.
That's a Frizen? I didn't even know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of this cover. It was not my pick. This is just the last
There was
one.
a really cool B cover or something. I don't remember who the artist was, but it was a really cool cover. What did you think of the? Because you were kind of behind on this series, so you're.
Yeah, no, I was only one behind.
Oh.
I thought it was 2. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's certainly weird in certain parts and a lot of fun, cool in others.
You like fun, cool, and others? Check out Red Sonja. Moving on to Cyberpunk XOXO. I've read a lot of Cyberpunk. Actually, I've read all the Cyberpunk comics. I hadn't picked them up. I've actually one of the very, very few comics that I've read online. A friend of mine's real big into Cyberpunk. I haven't played any of the games before you start asking. Fight me, whatever. I did watch the anime, though. What was that thing called? Do you remember?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk something. Edge Runners. The anime is incredible. Really, really, really good. And I heard a lot of good things about that, and I watched that. And then my friend was talking about the comics, and I was like, all right, well, let me check out some of these, and I started looking into them. And pretty solid. I think there was only one that I didn't like out of all the little... They're all like, I think 5-parters. I can't remember now. This one, I gotta say, not starting off strong. Not a fan of the art. I think... Let me see if I can find some examples. I think it's fine when... I don't know. I don't like the colors.
Yeah, those colors look atrocious.
Yeah, like for example, okay, like this bottom panel here, like when they're just drawing like somebody in a mask, and like they're using all these big bold lines, which is usually something I quite like a lot. It's very bold, but then like you get like some people's faces like there, and it's just like, ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's another panel where, because like it feels so messy, and at times like I don't even know what's like happening. Just because I feel like the art is so unclear. So like here's like a person crawling out of like under a car, and just like while I was like looking through it, I'm like, what am I looking at? Looks rushed. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just not a fan. That being said, I will probably continue to read this series unless I read the next one and I just really, really still don't like it. Because it's unfortunate. I was quite excited to check it out because, like I said, a lot of the most of the Cyberpunk comics I read have been pretty good. But yeah, that's our last book. Sucks to end on a little bit of a stinker.
Oreo is a stinker.
But yeah, that's what we got for
She had no reaction.
this week. Not too crazy of a week. Not too bad, you know. Quite a bit of covers.
Look at these
A lot of
dope
them
Hot
are
Toys.
She-Hulk covers. Yeah, Hot Toys we left up specifically just so you could see
For
them again.
you.
Not because I didn't, you know, move stuff that I needed to move.
Don't look over there.
Yeah.
Emote, I would have used it. Get on that, Marco.
Oh, an Oreo emote?
Yeah. You can give her funny teeth.
I don't know.
Hey, Bart, ban yourself.
Anyway, to say for CreatureCon next weekend, cool.
You're working original trilogy?
I don't know what that overtime. Because when I first read it, I was like, is that supposed to say out?
Ostrich time.
No, working overtime to save for CreatureCon next weekend. You looking for anything in particular, or
Like
you
an
know,
ostrich?
you're just seeing what
ostrich
a
is a
con brings to you?
They're weird little creatures. They're large creatures, I should say.
I'm looking to.
Dinosaurs.
You want to continue? You don't have more?
No? That was my last word.
Okay, we can just keep going on about that if you want. Con here in Shepherdsville, just saving for more comics. Cool. CreatureCon, I assume, sounds like a horror type thing. Complete some of my older Spidey runs. Older Spider runs. But yeah, I'm trying to not spend so much money. There are some things I want, as always.
There's always things we want.
Actually, I might be starting a new little collection of sorts here soon.
He's a menace that can't be stopped.
Yeah. It all happened while sitting in a barbecue restaurant waiting for my food, looking at things on Etsy.
Where all things begin.
But anyway, what's my new addiction? I don't know. I'm not gonna show you yet. Because I don't know. You'll see when they come in, if they come in.
Sorry, Will.
Well, at least some of them are coming in, because I definitely did order some. They had on sale on Amazon. They were super cheap.
He's getting clone armor.
No.
That'd be cool.
All right.
Nice size battle droids.
Anyway, it's one of those things that's like,
He called you lame, Sauce Mark. You gonna take that from him?
Logan's lame. It's one of those things that's like, well, it's not that expensive, but then like you start adding up how much each thing is, and it's like a lot of little things, and it's just like suddenly maybe it does become expensive. I don't know. I haven't gotten into it yet, really, except for my one purchase I made a long time ago, and then my one purchase from Amazon the other day that should be here Friday. I think that's when it's supposed to come in. So we'll see. I'll show those off. It's Star Wars related. Surprise, surprise.
Everything we do is Star Wars
How many
related.
Star Wars collections do we have? We have Black Series. We got Hot Toys.
Some 3.75,
Comics.
not
We got a
whole
little
lot.
bit of 3.75. The Micro Galaxy. Is that it?
Coins.
Sure. And then another thing getting ready. This kind of started, I guess. So anyway, that's more or less it that we got for this week. Hope you all find the books you want at your LCS.
Some pops. We have a few Funkos. Not a
Oh
whole
yeah,
lot.
we got Pops. Yeah. I mean the droids.
The droids.
The droids
I counted
definitely.
that as the pops.
That definitely
And the
counts as a
3.7
lot.
And the 3.75.
Well, you said not a lot. I mean, that's quite a bit.
I do have a lot of droids.
Anyway, so we have several Star Wars collections. Big Star Wars geeks here.
Always
Anyway,
have been, always will be.
hope you find everything you want at your comic shop.
I'm
Hope
the Last Jedi's
you
#1 defender.
get some cool things, read some cool books. Like I said, nothing really stuck out to me this week as being like super phenomenal, but overall a decent week. Nothing that I read. Well, this is the only thing I was not really thrilled about.
So
Wasn't thrilled about that one. They were good, but like in comparison to like all the other books from each of those runs, it's like they were good issues, you know. Anyway, thank you all. We're gonna head out of here and I don't know, go chill. Maybe get these hot toys off the table. We'll see. Have a good one. See y'all.
Maybe we'll leave them there for your viewing pleasure.
Maybe.